It's Fuck Yeah Friday.
Fuck yeah!
Get ready for some wins.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
Hi, Be It Babe. How are you? Happy June 14th. That's the day that this is dropping. That doesn't mean that's the day you're listening to this. So happy day. I'm so excited that you are choosing to listen to the Be It Pod, especially on FYF day. That means you are here for a little dose of inspiration. Some wins of yours, a win of mine, for us to explore different ways we can look at different wins. And I think it's so important because we can be so hard on ourselves and not realize that there are winnings happening all the time. So there's different ways to celebrate things. And so FYF just means Fuck Yeah Friday. You can do an FYF on any day of the week. You can have like a Slay It Saturday or Sunday or, Magic Monday, whatever you want. But if this hopefully starts to help you seek out and see the possibility of positive things happening in your life amongst all of the chaos. All right, so this one is from Jennifer Voss, JV. She's an Elevate member currently, and she got 10 minutes on the reformer before going to work today. Working on getting out of the habit of skipping. There's always time in my day to practice one move even. Today I flowed 2 times through the long stretch series. Way to go, JV. So I just want to highlight this. There's always going to be something that feels like it's a bigger priority than you getting your movement in. Always. And you're like, I'll just do it tomorrow. I don't have enough time. 10 minutes of movement is so important. If you find little bouts of movement moments in your day, it's really great. And one of the things that I stress for Pilates instructors, you need to protect your practice. It needs to be part of your daily life, even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes. But for everyone else listening, because there's more of you than the Pilates instructors, you need to protect your practice. I know that you have bills to pay and people pulling on you and screaming your name too many times during a day. But you will have more energy to deal with all of that if you take care of yourself and move, even for 10 minutes in the day. All right. Next up, we have Jaime Thomas, also an Elevate member. By the way, we will be opening up Elevate. We've had a lot of questions on Elevate. We'll open up Elevate 2025 probably anytime now. So Jaime Thomas, she's like, this is small, but in my mind, it's also really big. I'm starting to feel my glutes when I walk. The connections I'm working on my Pilates practice are carrying over into everyday living. I'm so excited. You know what? That's a huge win. I'm being really honest, especially as someone whose glutes I never felt them. So I feel this is a huge win for you, Jaime. It's your posture is so key. And if you're feeling your glutes when you walk, like your longevity in this life is just like exponentially expanded. And I'm so grateful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking care of yourself and for your practice. And you guys, yeah, feeling your glutes when you walk is a win. So maybe you're like, oh, I feel the glutes when I walk. I'm winning too. Good. Celebrate that. All right. Next up, we have Lisa Osoteo. So Lisa is an Elevate grad. She also taught at the OPC summer camp. She also cracks me up, and I cannot wait for her to be at our Cambodia retreat this year with her friend Mandy. All right. I taught my teacher and dearest of friends, Mandy Bland. It was a brief second finessing her side bend on the mat, but what a huge moment for me. It took me years and many Pilates teachers to get to that point. How cool is that? And how cool is it that I've accumulated so many Pilates teachers over the years? I could write an Oscar speech that would require the orchestra to play me off. Don't worry, I'll save the thank you speech for my own socials. Besides, I need to practice tagging them, which is another win in the making, becoming slightly more social media literate. But back to this FYF. Thank you, Mandy Bland. Oh my gosh. Something I love about Lisa is how fun she is and everything that she does. But I really, truly do love and learn a lot about different things of positivity from her. And so I hope that if you have ever taken a moment to teach someone who's taught you something, that you see that as a win. A lot of times I don't think we have something to offer people who've taught us other things, but they don't know everything. It's impossible. I don't know everything. You can't know everything. So we can all be helping each other out, and those are wins, and we can celebrate those. So thank you, Lisa, for showing us that there are wins in us teaching other people just something small, just something little that can take them to the next level in their life and even in that exercise. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. My win. Summer tour is open. It is launched. And holy moly, this win is happening because it's happening earlier than we normally would have done it for summer camp. Usually, there's so many moving parts. And so I'm just really, really proud that we hit all of those deadlines to get summer tour open. That we're doing a summer tour is also just a win, a year in the making. I've been doing little celebrations around it without actually highlighting it for you guys. But to do a summer tour required us a year in advance to clear the schedule. And it required us to start to gather up other people's names and places we could go and really contemplate what could be possible and dream about it before it could even happen. So dream about this year's summer tour before we did last year's summer tour. So we didn't even know if we would like it. We didn't know what would be possible. We didn't know if it would be too much on ourselves. And so the fact that we have opened up the registration, we have amazing cities that we're going to, new cities we've never been to before, new collaborative partners, our amazing headlining sponsor, Balanced Body, is back. All like these massive, it's one big massive win, which is just accumulation of a lot of little wins and betting on ourselves. And so if you have this big dream that's a year in advance, you have to celebrate the little wins that get along the way. So you might not have heard other wins that I've had in the last year, which is like changing the schedule. Last year, I was so proud that we hadn't booked things for this year. And the reason we hadn't done that is because we needed to see if we could put in these summer tours. And so just notice the little wins that you're having that are adding up to you being able to have the big win in a year from now, because they do add up. And so thank you to my team. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to collaborative partners. And thank you to you. We wouldn't do our tours if you didn't come. And so I really hope to see you at one of those amazing cities, because that would be a win as well. To me, is their wins in getting to be in person together and getting to give a hug and getting to see your face and hear who you are and what you love and why you listen. So I do hope you can come and to summer tour and stop at one of those cities. We will be doing a winter tour, but you'll find about that later. We are already making many little wins on that as we speak. So more on that to come. But thank you so much for being you. I hope these wins helped you see different ways that you might have been winning already this week or even today. Maybe you taught someone something today. Maybe you helped someone, cross the street. That's a win, right? It's a win because there's a lot of things going on in your life and you were able to be present enough to support someone else. So think about the different ways you're winning. Celebrate those with others. You could be the inspiration of positivity around you. And before I let you go, of course, we have the mantra that we all need to remember by. Okay, my heart knows its own way. My heart knows its own way. My heart knows its own way. So listen to it. And until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.